Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. This is now the annual video of the Indianapolis 500, and this race never disappoints at all. It never disappoints, and which is why it is one of the triple crowns in motorsport, along with the 24 hours of Le Mans and the Monaco Grand Prix. Excuse me. So before we get into the actual race, we'll just have a quick look at the Fast 6. Obviously, Alex Palou, he got pole position, so he started in the inside. In the middle was Rinus VK, and then on the outside, Felix Rosenqvist. Then we got Santino Ferrucci, Pato Ward, and Scott Dixon. That was your Fast 6 qualifiers. Let's now talk about the race, and it was won by Joseph Newgarden, who finally wins in the Indianapolis 500, the two-time champion, or three-time champion. Pretty sure two-time champion of IndyCar finally gets his hands on the Borg Warner Trophy. And then we got Marcus Ericsson, obviously our last year's winner. Santino Ferrucci, Alex Palou, Alexander Rossi, Scott Dixon, Takuma Sato, Connor Daly, Colton Herta, Rinus VK ran out the top 10. VK, he was part of some controversy, we'll say. Obviously, Palou ran VK. Both of them collided onto on pit road. Luckily, it was a pit exit, so it wasn't too bad. But that ended didn't end Alex Palou's day, but it definitely hindered him quite a bit. But it didn't really matter because Palou still finished ahead of Venus VK, so it really did not matter. And then for the other finishes, well, I guess we're trying to do top 20. Oh, whatever. 11th through 24th. Right, we have Ryan Hunter-Reay was at 20. Was who when did he win? 2014. I'm pretty sure when he won 2014 Indy500 winner. Cal Myler, Devlin DiFrancesco, Scott McLaughlin, Elliot Castroneves, Tony Kanaan. Was his final Indy500. After this race, he is now done. Then Marco Andretti, Jack Harvey, Christian Lundgaard, and Ed Carpenter ran the top 20. Carpenter, Benjamin Peterson, and Graham Rahal, all of them were part of basically like a 5 lap to go restart crash. Thanks to Pato Ward crashing into Marcus Ericsson. Well, not really crashing into, but coming to turn 3. Pretty sure Ericsson maybe moved down a bit on Pato, and then Pato spun out and hit the outside wall pretty hefty hard. But yeah, he was done. He finished out in 24th. Behind Will Power, he finished in 23rd, and Simon Pagenaud down in 25th. But you can't see. Now you can. And then for the other finishes, I have Augustine Canapino, if I can move out, there we go. I have Augustine Canapino in 26th place, and Felix Rosenqvist. Kyle Kirkwood, who had a very wild ride, going upside down thanks to Rosenqvist hitting the outside wall, exiting turn 1, spin off turn 2. One thing was really scary though, was that there was a tire that basically flew over the grandstand. Now, obviously on Twitter or anything, I haven't heard anything from from an injury or anything, so which is obviously a good sign. But that was pretty scary, seeing that tire going over the catch fence, and possibly I'm pretty sure it was like to the left of the grandstand. So luckily, no one was hurt, which is obviously a good sign. Might be wrong about that, but as what I've seen, I don't think anyone was really hurt on that. Then you got David Malukas, Roman Grosjean ran out of the top 30. Then we got Stingray Robb, who was involved in an accident himself. Pretty sure he went up to the marbles and hit the outside wall pretty hard. RC Anderson with a mechanical issue, and Catherine Legg. I'm pretty sure this might be because of pit road. I remember she crashed in pit road, I'm pretty sure, but she is the last classified finisher. There was also a total of 3 red flags. Pretty sure the first one was Kirkwood upside down. Second one, well, I'm pretty sure it was Pato Ward crashing from Marcus Ericsson, and then the third one was the 3-car crash thanks to from Benjamin Peterson, Graham Rahal, and Ed Carpenter. The finish was even controversial as well. Joseph Newgarden obviously exiting turn 4 to win. He almost very close went to pit road. Marcus Ericsson, he was obviously following him, so he also almost went to pit road. Luckily, they didn't hit the I don't know what to call it. I can't remember well, I guess the pit road wall, the entrance of the pit road wall. So luckily, they didn't hit that. But it looked really, really close. But it was a very memorable Indy 500. Congratulations to Joseph Newgarden, who finally adds his face onto the very creepy looking ball winner trophy. I also did not like how I'm pretty sure obviously marketing on social media. The IndyCar series basically did like something where they did I don't even know what to call it. It's just like some of like the faces from the ball winner trophy started talking. Not creepy at all. Definitely not creepy at all. Not weird or anything. It definitely was, actually. It definitely was. There was also some strategy as well involved with it, which included Ferrucci and Newgarden. Both of them obviously battling for the lead. Newgarden came off pit road. Ferrucci was coming, I'm pretty sure, exiting turn 2, and that was a good battle. Oh no, I think this was a great Indy 500. Also, I saw the highlights, and I was very entertained, as I always am when watching these Indy 500 races. It's obviously a very special race, and you can obviously tell how much is special when I'm pretty sure another marketing thing. Pretty sure like some of the Indy 500 winners like Rick Mears, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Mario Andretti. Who else was there? Cash Neves. Who else? I'm not too sure. But they were obviously reliving or like their wins, which is obviously, it kind of shows how special the Indy 500 really is to all these drivers. But Justin Newgarden, he finally adds his name onto the trophy. So yeah, congrats to Justin Newgarden, and obviously he was also literally celebrating with the fans, which is always a good sign. So I guess we'll now have a look at the drivers' standings, and also I'm just going to come up here, and Alex Palou still in the lead, only by, was it 20 points maybe, in front of Mark Saracen, who was literally finished second place, and Pato Ward in third. And we got Justin Newgarden, obviously our Indy 500 winners, Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin, who was the lead, two Kiwis. And then from 9th through 12th, we have Alexander Rossi, Roman Grosjean, who also crashed out, Will Power, who kind of fell off pretty late in the race, Colton Herta, Christian Lundgaard, who almost didn't qualify, and Kyle Kirkwood, who flipped over thanks to Felix Rosenqvist. Speaking of Felix Rosenqvist, he is now in 13th place, and we got Callum Ilott, Santino Ferrucci, who almost won this race, Rinus VK, who was involved with that accident with Alex Palou, Graham Rahal, who basically came into Giant Ramble racing basically last minute thanks to Stephen Wilson's crash, then David Malukas. I don't know what happened to Malukas, but yes, it might be either a mechanical issue or a crash. Marcus Armstrong here, who did not compete in this race. They got Colin Daly and Elliot Cash-Neves. Jack Harvey, Devil and Di Francesco, and Augustine Canapino on 24th place. 25th to 30th, Simon Pagenaud, Benjamin Peterson, who crashed out. Stingray Rob, who also crashed out. Takuma Sato, Ed Carpenter, who crashed out, and Ryan Hunter-Reay in 30th. Then we got Tony Kanaan, Marco Andretti, R.C. Anderson, and in last place, Catherine Legg. Both her and Anderson both have 5 points. Obviously, and also I'm also going to check off who is the top rookie, if this can obviously pop up. Well, I'll say this: the rookies didn't do too well. Obviously, who are the rookies? So it was like, we've got Stingray Rob, Benjamin Peterson, and who's the other one? Augustine Canapino. So the top one was Benjamin Peterson, who finished 21st, even though he didn't complete the whole race. So Benjamin Peterson is your Indy 500 Rookie of the Year winner. Yeah, pretty underwhelming, but that's okay. That is okay. So yeah, that's really about it from me. Obviously, the next race, if you want to follow the IndyCar series, obviously here are the other winners: Marcus Ericsson, Joseph Newgarden, Kyle Kirkwood, Scott McLaughlin, Alex Palou, and Justin Newgarden once again. Newgarden is now the first two-time winner this season. It'll be at Detroit, the Grand Prix of Detroit on June 4th. Basically all the details here. There's also Indy next, which is also going to be there, and IndyCar itself as well. So you can have a look at all that, and obviously you can watch it if you you can just watch it if you want. Obviously if you had the time to watch IndyCar. So that's really bad of me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.